Alright guys, this is going to be your week 1 science and social studies. However, I do believe that she's kind of put everything in one packet, so I might just work through that, and then if you have any questions or need something else, you know, y'all can always get in touch with me. But one thing that Ms. Phillips has done is that she has everything on a Google on her Google Classroom. I suggest that y'all get on there and look at that stuff. It's really simple to do. I downloaded the app to my phone. She has given you different directions for if you want to put it on a computer or your iPhone or iPad. There's directions on how to download that app. One thing I am going to point out to y'all though is that you're going to need a class code, and most of you are going to be in Ms. Harris's homeroom, so that would be 4th period. Okay, so that's the code there you're going to need. Once you do that, then she has some resources there. If you went and picked up your packet, of course it's here, but it's also convenient to just click on it, so that way you may not type it in wrong and get the wrong thing. But this whole section is going to be new for y'all. Guys, it's so much fun though, because this is all about how we get our food and the food chains and stuff like that. So different things here for you to look at. She has given you the definitions and vocabulary words that y'all need to look at. So consumer is an organism that eats other organisms, such as plants, and other animals, for food. Dependent is to rely on someone or something else. Ecosystem, the living and non-living components of an area. Habitat, the place where an organism lives. Habitats supply the organism with food, shelter, moisture, and temperature for survival. A producer is an organism that makes its own food, such as plants. Model is a picture or idea of an object that represents an object, a system, or a process used to help with the understanding. Models have advantages and limitations, though. Decomposer is an organism that gets its energy by feeding on dead materials and waste. Food chain, a representation of the flow of energy from the sun through producers and consumers and decomposers in the ecosystem. And a food web is a representation of several overlapping food chains in an ecosystem. Includes the flow of energy from the sun through producers and consumers and decomposers through multiple pathways. Okay, so she's given you some slides here. And it's giving you examples of consumers and again the definitions of those words we talked about a minute ago. And then here you have the Fryer model. Again, she's going to give you examples of what to do on that Google Classroom. Okay, so word definition examples, non-examples, facts, and characteristics there, what that says. On this one, what I would suggest you do, if you have some crayons, that would be very helpful. Matte pencils, anything like that at home. You know, Miss Jones is colorful, so I like colors. So let me grab a couple real quick. All right. So, or if you don't have colors or matte pencils, you can just put P, C, or D on the cards. And so when we look at them, you have producers, consumers, and decomposers, and you have a picture of each one here. Okay. So here you have a mushroom, okay? A mushroom is an example of a decomposer because it breaks stuff down. If you had a certain color, you wanted to color the decomposers, you can do that. Or if you don't have those, just put a D on this card so that you know that's a decomposer, okay? Let's see down here, a shark. A shark is gonna be a consumer. He doesn't produce anything, he doesn't give us anything back, but he does eat other fish. Okay, so he would be a consumer. Grass up here, it's a producer because that's what other things eat. So you're gonna go through and you're gonna look at each card. So you have grass, frog, phytoplankton, mushroom, shark, tree. On the next page you have a rat, a flower, a deer, a caterpillar, a hawk, bacteria, an owl, fungus, sea lion, grasshopper, fish, snake. And remember, on each card you just need to differentiate if it's a composer, a producer, or a consumer, okay? On this one here, you are going to, it gives you examples. Producers make its own energy. Decomposers feed on dead animals. I'm assuming she wants you to just go through and sort those again, okay? So there's that, and she may have more information on her Google Classroom. I apologize, I haven't gotten that far yet this morning. I want to make sure to get these videos made, but there's that. And then on the following page, it says answer the following questions. Be sure to give an example for your choice. Would it be better to be a producer or a consumer? So again, you can't just write producer. You have to tell me why it would be better to be a producer, okay? And then the last page here, it just has producers, definition and 2 examples, consumer definition, 2 examples on that, okay? So there is science and social study, or science for week 1.